Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Feed My Kids run here on Zielonka. Just finished up grabbing all of the parsnips. And actually, before I drive this over there, let's go ahead and have you go start on the red beets. Little tractor's already doing potatoes up there. Get you rolling, and let's go deliver these parsnips. And pretty soon we'll have potatoes and red beets to deliver as well. Although the potatoes are going to go to the potato chips first, of course. Get those finished up. Alright, those dropped off. We end up with 175,000 liters of carrots. That's a lot of carrots. Parsnips only hit 128, so we don't have a full year's worth of parsnips, and I'm assuming red beets are probably going to be even less than that. That's okay. I don't mind making a little carrot soup. Although I don't think I personally have had carrot soup by itself. I've had carrots and potatoes in like a beef and vegetable soup before. I mean, honestly, I've never even had tomato soup. I might have tried it once and it just wasn't quite my thing. I don't mind like tomato, kind of a tomato flavoring. I mean, obviously I love actually tomato flavoring in general because I love pasta, I love pizza, things like that, ketchup, barbecue sauce. But just to eat tomato soup, I don't know. It's never been a thing that I've been interested in personally. I like soups and stews, but they gotta have some sort of meat in them. I would never eat just a vegetable soup or a stew or anything like that. All right, so I know we've worked this out, but I always forget. We need, essentially we need 100,000 liters of potatoes for the 5,000 liters of canola oil, and then there's an extra 725, so whatever that math comes out to be. We can round it up to 6,000 and say 120,000 liters of potatoes, just under, something like that. We'll see how it goes. It might be this entire field of potatoes, actually. Which is fine. If we don't end up making potato soup this first cycle, that's not the end of the world. Does the potato soup is 100 to, it's actually 300 to 1, so it's 3 to 1. And potato chips is almost 3 to 1. We'll call it 3 to 1 just for ease of math, but it's pretty close to 3 to 1. So what's the actual value of these two? Potato chips is just worth more, right? Yeah. So, and that makes sense that potato chips would be worth more because it also has the oil in there, which has a cost as well. We're not going to bother setting aside any potatoes for seed this time. I don't think we need to do that anymore. How much do we actually think we're going to make off all of this stuff? Let's say we just got 100,000 liters, just for ease of math, because we know we got more than that. 100,000 liters, or maybe even 120,000 liters would make the math even easier. Because that would be 120,000 liters of soup, right? Of the triple soup. So I mean, it's going to be 100, what, like $140,000, $150,000 more than that once you add in the extra that we get. So it's going to be a good chunk of money. That's not even counting the bread that we're going to sell as well as the beef eventually. Speaking of bread, how are we doing on the bread? Sorghum flour is still processing, still distributing. Where is our... Wait, did we not? There's a bakery. I was going to say, where's our bakery at? Bakery's moving along, getting its flour, making bread. I mean, it's not going to be a lot from the sorghum because it's just there kind of as an extra, not necessarily as a focus. Can't believe we've made it this far with this tiny little plow. But I mean, it gets the job done, and I don't know, it's not like we have to wait really that much for it most of the time. Guess we drop off a little bit slurry while we got nothing else to do right this moment. How much do we have left in loans? I know we just took out one for all this new stuff, right? Yeah. This one's barely been paid. This one's more than half. Almost $800,000 in loans. That's a lot of loans. I mean, if we're making $150,000 a year, I mean, in less than, what, 6-7 years, we'll have all of our loans paid off. Not to mention, you know, probably made a pretty big dent out of our... Well, I say that's 150,000. That's not entirely true, right? Because we're having to pay the leases, we're having to pay the loan payments. So maybe we net profit half of that, right? So maybe 10 years we get out of debt or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and actually do the math in order to know for sure, but... We won't be playing this game that long, I don't think. I mean, I know we won't be playing this game that long. There's no way. Unless for some strange reason I decide to continue the FS22 run for a little bit longer. I'm just happy we got to the last phase. Before FS25. I think that was... I would call that a success. All right, we're ready to go make some soup. Finally. All right, red beets, there we go. And that will get us our triple soup going. Yeah, it looks like we'll barely have enough potatoes to make the potato chips. Which is fine. All right, I guess that dropped off. Potatoes are almost done. Having the two machines definitely makes this whole process go so much faster. I mean, we're gonna have all these fields done in what, an hour and a half of game time? That's not bad. I think it used to take us like 3 hours or some crazy number of hours before. I'd have to go back and watch the first videos again to remember exactly how long it used to take us to do all the vegetables and stuff. Hello, cows. Those are 7 months old. Just barely getting started. I mean, I do have to remember we got like $45,000 of cows sitting right there right now. I think at their max price, they'll be at least double that, maybe 2.5 times that, something like that. It's actually been a while since I've sold cows, and I think the beef cows are worth more to sell than the milk cows. I usually do milk cows. Guess I'll get you parked back over where we normally park you. Or I could just park you over here. That works too. Look, we've even got a square just for you. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the potatoes and the red beets, and I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to move on to the next step. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.